My name is Nadia. I want to tell you my story. I have thought about this for a long time, whether to tell it or not, whether the world needs to hear it. But then I think, maybe someone out there is living my story right now. Maybe someone is sitting in a quiet room, feeling confused, feeling small, feeling like something is wrong but not knowing what. This story is for that person. This is for you. I was 23 years old when I met Zara. It was my first year in a new city. I had moved from my small town for a small job in a small office, but it was mine. I was proud of it. I packed 2 bags, said goodbye to my mother, and took a 6-hour bus to a city where I knew nobody. Those first weeks were very hard. My apartment was small. The walls were thin. At night, I could hear my neighbor's television. I ate alone. I walked to work alone. I came home alone. I did not say this to my mother when she called. I told her everything was wonderful. I told her the city was beautiful. It was beautiful. But beautiful and lonely are not opposites. They can live in the same place at the same time. One morning, I was sitting in the office lunchroom. I had my food. I had my phone. I was pretending to be busy so nobody could see that I had no one to talk to. Then someone sat across from me. She put her food on the table. She looked at me. She smiled. "You always eat alone," she said. "That is not good for the stomach." I looked up. She had bright eyes, a big, warm smile. Her hair was pulled up and she had small gold earrings. "I am Zara," she said. "I work on the second floor. I have seen you in the elevator." "Nadia," I said. "I know," she said. "The new girl from the small town." I felt my face go warm. "Is it so obvious?" She laughed. It was a big, real laugh. "Only because I was the same 1 year ago. Do not worry. I will help you." And she did. Zara became my whole world in that city. She showed me everything. The good coffee shop near the park. The market that sold fresh vegetables on Saturday mornings. The bus that was always late and the one that was always on time. She showed me which colleagues to trust and which ones to avoid. She knew everything about everything. We ate lunch together every day. After work, we walked around the city. On weekends, we went to the market, to the park, to small cafes where we sat for hours and talked. We talked about everything. She told me about her family. Her father was strict but kind. Her mother made the best food in the world, she said. She told me about her old friends back home. She told me about a boy she once loved who did not love her back. She cried a little when she told me that story. I held her hand. I told her my secrets too. Things I had never told anyone. I told her about my father, who left when I was 7. How I still sometimes felt that old sadness, like a stone in my chest, when I saw other girls with their fathers. I told her about my dream, to one day open a small shop, a bakery. I had always loved baking. My mother taught me. It was the thing that made me feel most like myself. Zara listened to all of it. She looked at me with soft eyes. She said, "Nadia, you will have your bakery one day. I am sure of it." No one had ever said that to me before. Not with such confidence. Not with such warmth. I believed her. I believed everything she said. That is the thing about real trust. You do not decide to give it. It just grows, slowly, like a plant in a warm room. And by the time you see how big it has grown, it is already everywhere. It is already part of you. Zara was part of me. I called her my sister. After 1 year in the city, something exciting happened. My company offered me a small promotion, more money, not a lot, but enough. Enough to start saving for something. Enough to start thinking about the future in a real way. I called my mother. She cried happy tears. I could hear it in her voice. Then I called Zara. She screamed so loud that people on the street probably heard her. Nadia? I knew it. I knew they would see how good you are. That evening we went to our favorite cafe. We ordered cake, 2 slices each. We laughed. We made plans. Now you can start saving for the bakery, Zara said. Her eyes were shining. It will take years, I said. So? Years pass. You save. And then one day, she made a big gesture with her hands, like something opening. There it is. I smiled. I looked at her. I felt so lucky to have this friend, to have this person in my life who believed in me so completely. Thank you, I said, for everything. She shook her head. We are sisters, she said. Sisters do not say thank you. The changes started 6 months later. I did not see them at first. That is always how it is. The things that hurt us the most, they do not arrive loudly. They come quietly, through the back door, while we are busy being happy. Zara started a small business on the side. She was selling handmade things, small decorations, little gifts, things she made at home. She was talented. Her things were beautiful. I told everyone in the office about her business. I shared her posts online. I bought things from her myself, even when I did not need them. Because she was my sister. Because I wanted her to succeed. She started asking me for small things. First, it was advice. Nadia, should I use this photo or this one? Nadia, is this price too high? I always helped. Of course I helped. Then it was money. Small amounts. I need to buy materials, but my salary came late. Can you lend me 3,000? I gave it immediately. I did not think twice. She paid it back. That is important to say. The first time, she paid it back. So I did not worry. I trusted her. Then she asked for more. I have a big order coming. 50 pieces. But I need to buy a lot of material now. I need 10,000, Nadia. I will pay you back in 3 weeks when the order payment comes. 10,000 was a lot for me. It was almost all of my savings from 2 months. I thought about it for one day. Just one day. Then I gave it to her. 3 weeks passed. She did not mention the money. I waited another week. I told myself she was busy. The order must have been delayed. These things happen in business. I asked her gently, one afternoon over lunch, Zara, the money, did the order come through? She waved her hand. Almost. The client is slow. Next week for sure. Next week came and went. I felt that feeling again, the small cold feeling, the one that sits in your stomach and tells you something is not right. I pushed it away. This was Zara. This was my sister. Then I found out about the job. I heard it from a colleague, not from Zara. Our company had a new position, a senior position, better salary, better responsibilities. Our manager had told a few people about it quietly before it was officially announced. He wanted to know who was interested. Zara had applied. She had not told me. I stood in the office corridor after I heard this, and I felt something strange. Not anger. Not yet. Just confusion. We told each other everything. Why had she not told me about this? I went to her desk. I sat down. I heard about the senior position, I said. My voice was calm. Are you applying? Something moved in her eyes. like a light turning off and on again. "Oh, yes," she said. "I meant to tell you. I have been so busy." "It is okay," I said. "I might apply too." A pause, very short, but I felt it. "Of course," she said. She smiled. "May the best person get it." She said the right words. But something in her voice was different. Something small and cold. I went back to my desk. That night I could not sleep. I lay in my small apartment listening to my neighbor's television and staring at the ceiling. I thought about the money. I thought about the job. I thought about the way her eyes had moved when I said I might apply. I told myself I was imagining things. I told myself she was my sister. The next week, my manager called me into his office. He sat across from me. He looked a little uncomfortable. "Nadia," he said, "I want to talk to you about the senior position." My heart lifted. "Yes, I received some feedback." He paused. He looked at his desk. "Someone told me that you have been struggling lately, that you have been missing small details in your work, that you are," he paused again, "perhaps not ready for more responsibility yet." I stared at him. "Who said this?" My voice was very quiet. He shook his head. "I cannot say. I just wanted to give you a chance to respond." I sat there. I looked at his desk. There was a pen and a small plant and a photo of his family. I looked at these things because if I looked at his face, I would cry. And I did not want to cry. "I have not been struggling," I said. "My work has been good. You can check." "I know your work is good," he said. "That is why I wanted to tell you. Someone told me these things and I did not want to ignore it, but I also did not want to judge you unfairly." I nodded. I stood up. I walked out. I went to the bathroom. I stood in front of the mirror. I looked at my own face. My eyes were wet. My hands were shaking. Someone had said those things about me. Someone in this office. Someone who knew me well enough to know what to say to make my manager doubt me. I already knew who, but I did not want to know. I kept pushing it down. My mind kept saying, "Not her, not Zara, not my sister." I asked her to meet me after work. We went to our cafe, our place, the one where we had eaten cake the night of my promotion, the one where we had made plans about my bakery. I sat across from her. I looked at her face, that warm face, those bright eyes, the small gold earrings she always wore. "Someone told my manager bad things about me," I said. "About my work." She looked at me. Her face was still. "Who?" "I don't know," I said. I watched her eyes. But the things they said, they were things that only someone close to me would know to say. Things that would sound true. Things that would make him doubt me. Silence. "Nadia," she said. Her voice was soft, gentle. "Why are you looking at me like that?" "Because I need to know," I said. "I need to know if it was you." Something happened in her face. I cannot fully explain it. It was not guilt exactly. It was more like a door closing, like a light going off, like the face I had known for 2 years slowly becoming a face I did not recognize. "I cannot believe you would ask me that," she said. Her voice changed, harder now. "After everything we have been through, after all I have done for you." "What have you done for me?" I asked. The words came out flat, cold. I did not plan them. They just came. She stared at me. "I showed you this city," she said. "I was there for you when you were lonely. I believed in your stupid little bakery dream when nobody else did. Stupid little bakery dream." Those words hit me like cold water. I looked at her, really looked at her. The way you look at a painting when you step back far enough to see the whole thing for the first time. I thought about the money she still owed me. I thought about the job she had not told me about. I thought about my manager's face. I thought about all the time she had asked me for things: advice, money, time, attention, and how I had given everything without thinking because she was my sister. I thought about how much I had told her. Every secret, every fear, every dream, all of it given freely because I thought she was safe. She had known exactly what to say to my manager because I had told her everything. "Did you do it?" I asked. One more time, very quietly. She looked away, out the window, at the street, at anything except my face. And in that silence, in that one terrible silence, I had my answer. I did not scream. I did not throw things. I did not cry. I stood up. I picked up my bag. I put on my coat, one button at a time. "The money," I said. "I want it back." She looked at me. "Nadia." "All of it," I said. "Every rupee." I walked out of the cafe. I walked down the street. The city was busy and loud around me. People everywhere. Cars, voices, music from a shop. Life going on in all directions. I walked home, one step, then another, then another. When I got inside, I closed the door. I sat on the floor, my back against the door, my bag still on my shoulder. I did not cry for a long time. I just sat there, breathing. The neighbor's television was on, some song I did not know. Then the tears came. Not soft, quiet tears, big tears, the kind that hurt when they come, the kind that have been waiting a long time. I cried for the friendship I thought I had. I cried for all the things I had shared, all the secrets, all the mornings and lunches and evenings, all the laughing and walking and planning. I cried because none of it had been what I thought it was. And that is a very particular kind of pain. Not just losing someone, but losing the version of them that lived in your heart, the person you thought they were. Mourning someone who is still alive. The weeks after that were quiet, very quiet. Zara sent me one message. It said, "I am sorry. I made a mistake. Please talk to me." I read it 3 times. Then I put my phone face down on the table. I did not reply. Some people, when they hurt you, want your forgiveness because it makes them feel better. Not because they understand what they did. Not because they have truly changed. They want the weight lifted from their own chest. They want you to say it is okay so that they can stop feeling bad. I was not going to carry her weight for her. I had carried enough. I applied for the senior position. I prepared carefully. I stayed late. I checked every detail of my work 3 times. I wrote notes. I practiced answers to questions. I thought about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. On the day of the interview, I wore my favorite blue shirt. I sat straight. I spoke clearly. I did not rush. 2 weeks later, my manager called me in. I sat across from him. Same desk, same small plant, same family photo. "Nadia," he said. He was smiling this time. "The position is yours." I nodded. I said, "Thank you." I stood up and walked out. In the corridor, I stopped. I stood very still. People walked past me. The office made its usual sounds. Keyboards, voices, a phone ringing somewhere. I had done it. By myself. With my own hands and my own mind. No one had helped me. No one had believed in me out loud. No one had told me I could do it. and I had done it anyway. That was the moment I understood something important. Other people's belief in you is a beautiful thing. It feels warm, it feels good, but it is not oxygen. You can breathe without it. You can walk without it. You can climb without it. You can do it alone. Zara left the company 4 months later. I heard she moved to another city. I do not know where. I do not ask. She never paid back all the money. A part of it came, not with an apology, just a transfer to my account one quiet Tuesday morning. The rest never came. I stopped waiting. My mother called me one evening, a few months after everything. She asked how I was. I told her, honestly, for the first time in a long time, I lost a friend, I said. Someone I thought was a sister. My mother was quiet for a moment. Then she said something I will never forget. Nadia, she said, some people come into your life to teach you, not to stay. I held the phone and looked out my window at the city lights. All those lights, all those people, all those stories happening at the same time in all those lit up windows. What did she teach you? My mother asked. I thought about it. To trust slowly, I said, and to trust myself most of all. I still dream about my bakery. Some nights I can almost smell it. Fresh bread in the morning, something sweet in the oven, the warm, clean smell of something made with care. I am saving, slowly, on my own. There is no one to tell me I can do it. No one to make plans with over cake. No one to sit across from and share the dream. But the dream is still mine. It is still there, quiet and warm and patient, like bread dough rising on its own, slowly, steadily, without being watched. One day I will open that door. I will turn on the lights. I will put fresh flowers on the counter and open the windows and let the smell of something good fill the street outside. And I will have built it myself, from the ground, from the pain. From every quiet morning I got up alone and kept going. That is my ending. It is not a happy ending. Not yet. Not fully. But it is a real one. And real is enough. Real is more than enough.